All right, I did finally see the season 5 premiere of For All Mankind with my girlfriend and her son. Now, they had not seen a single solitary episode, so I had to crash course them in big time on the alternative history, and I annotated the episode by saying, "Oh yeah, that's Ed's adopted daughter. That's why they're together. He had the shakes last season because he was too fucking old. Blah 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 blah." Anyway, my feeling is that of the 5 season premieres, this is the weakest. I feel that it has a real slow start. I feel that it's trying to set up too much. I think it's tackled too much, and as such, since this show relies on how human behavior involves choices in history, whether you decide to go with efforts towards progress and technology as opposed to just taking and taking and taking, but there are elements of that savagery of taking and taking in exploration. Like, I understand that it really is an ambitious program. And I'm not terribly worried about what's happening because the show has traditionally had sluggish spots, only to turn around and then give us like a 6 episode run where it's absolutely thrilling. And I mean, this is the only TV show in which I have destroyed a chair because I was gripping a chair during one of the really hardcore space exploration episodes where there was like it was just always presented as dangerous, and I was shouting, and I literally fell on my ass because I gripped the fucking arm of that chair, and boom, I fell on my ass and my chair was in pieces on the floor. It was really hilarious, actually. So this is the only show that has done that to me, and I believe that sensation will happen again. One of the biggest problems is that there is no space exploration really in this premiere. There's no setup of space exploration. It's more framed in terms of the post-Iridium discovery implications, which apparently have created even greater income inequality on Earth, which is very interesting. There's a Domino's Pizza now on Mars. I thought that was a funny little touch and absolutely realistic. Let's face it. I know that the people behind the show are exceptionally smart and consider every detail. So I will be patient, but I did feel this was slow, even with the murder mystery. When the murder mystery happened, I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I've never seen a murder mystery on a Mars colony or a foreign or on a planetary colony like this before. So they're still very original, but I am, I'm hoping it will really we'll really know these characters again, because it does have to pass the baton from a lot of older characters to the new ones. I mean, they're going to have to die. I can't see a lot. It's amazing that the original cast from 1969 has lasted to 2012 in this timeline and is still alive, given all the pressure they put on their fucking bodies and all that. Anyway, I will continue watching and I will continue providing reports on this, but for all my complaints, I was extremely intrigued by where they're going. And I like how the emphasis is more on the human as opposed to the technology. Like, we don't really know the details of why they are drilling in this crater, except for profit, but we do spend more time on one of the characters, on a fucking bike in the Mars dunes doing, like, crazy, BMX bike shit. Which would also make sense given the 80s, and assuming in this timeline you had a lot of BMX bike, mountain bike, motorcycle shit. Yeah, that tracks totally. Again, smart observations by the people behind the show, but it is very slow, and it is it feels like it's not, doesn't quite know what it is, even though it also knows what it is without really knowing what it is, if that makes any sense. I still think the show is worth watching, and yeah.